If you're in your 70s or 80s and can still do these 9 things, you're not just aging, you're thriving. These aren't just habits. They reflect the strength, independence, and purpose that shape a meaningful life. Each one is a reminder that aging can be a time of growth, joy, and fulfillment. Let's explore these 9 things and see how they define a life well lived. Are you ready to discover what sets you apart? 1. Your mind is still sharp. At 70 or 80, having a sharp mind is like holding a superpower that keeps life under your control. In a time when phone scams, online fraud, and too-good-to-be-true offers are everywhere, being able to spot red flags is a skill that makes you stand out. If you can still recognize when someone's selling you unnecessary supplements or catch the fine print on a sneaky contract, you're ahead of the game. Staying mentally sharp goes beyond avoiding scams. It shows up in everyday moments, like remembering the neighbor's birthday without setting a reminder or recalling family recipes from memory that everyone still raves about. If you're the kind of person who can manage appointments, bills, and grocery lists without missing a beat, it's not just impressive, it's inspiring. Simple activities like doing crossword puzzles, keeping up with the news, or figuring out how to use that new phone app aren't just hobbies, they're exercises for the brain. Neuroscience even shows that keeping mentally active helps maintain your brain's flexibility, allowing it to form new connections and stay younger for longer. If you find joy in learning something new, like mastering a card game or tackling a fresh hobby, that's a sign your brain isn't slowing down. It's still in top gear. This kind of mental agility doesn't just make life easier, it ensures that every day remains interesting and full of opportunities to grow. And that's something worth celebrating. 2. You can still take care of yourself. Imagine starting your day without waiting for anyone's help. Making your morning coffee just the way you like it, handling your own grocery shopping, or cooking your favorite meal from scratch. The ability to take care of yourself in your 70s or 80s isn't just a task. It's a gift, both to yourself and your family. Not having to rely on your children or caregivers means more than independence. It gives you the freedom to live life on your own terms. You get to decide when to wake up, what to eat, and how to spend your day, whether it's tending to a garden, running errands, or helping out with the grandkids. And the joy of not being a burden to your children? That's priceless. So what's the secret? It's not about fancy diets or expensive fitness routines. It's about keeping your body moving, even in small ways, a daily walk, light housework, or stretching while watching TV. Staying active maintains your muscles and balance, helping prevent injuries that could limit your mobility. It's also about listening to your body, knowing when to rest, when to push a little harder, and when to indulge in something that brings joy. And here's the thing, independence doesn't have to mean doing everything alone. It means being in control. Whether it's preparing your meals or taking care of your bills, every task you accomplish is a quiet celebration of freedom. It's proof that your golden years are truly yours to enjoy, without strings attached. 3. You have hobbies and life is never boring. At 70 or 80, having hobbies isn't just about passing the time. It's about fueling your spirit and keeping your mind active. Some people think aging means slowing down, but if you've found activities that bring you joy, you're doing more than just staying busy. You're thriving. Whether it's painting, gardening, fishing, playing chess, or even baking for your grandkids, your hobbies are more than just a way to fill your day. They are moments of personal joy. Maybe you've taken up knitting, and now your family looks forward to homemade gifts during the holidays. Or perhaps you've discovered a passion for Tai Chi or line dancing with friends in the park, feeling energized as you move and connect with others. Even hobbies that seem simple, like journaling or working on puzzles, offer powerful benefits. They keep your brain engaged, spark creativity, and give you something to look forward to. And let's not forget the social side. Participating in group activities like book clubs or gardening groups brings companionship, helping you avoid the loneliness that so often creeps in as we age. Some retirees even explore hobbies they didn't have time for in their younger years. Always wanted to try photography or learn an instrument? Now is the perfect time. There's a unique joy in finally pursuing something just because it brings you happiness, with no pressure to be perfect. The beauty of hobbies is that they give structure to your days, make life feel meaningful, and remind you that fun doesn't have an age limit. Every new experience, every puzzle solved, or every song learned is a victory, proving that life can be just as exciting at 70 or 80 as it was decades ago. If life never feels boring for you, it's not because you're lucky. It's because you've made the choice to fill your days with joy, curiosity, and creativity, and that's a rare kind of magic. 4. You can communicate smoothly with your children. Maintaining smooth communication with your children as you grow older is a treasure, and not everyone achieves it. Many older adults unintentionally create distance by dwelling too much on the good old days or offering unsolicited advice that feels outdated to younger generations. It's natural to want to share your wisdom, but if the conversation feels more like a lecture, it can put strain on relationships. If you've mastered the art of communicating without friction, that's a rare gift. This could look like listening without interrupting, showing genuine curiosity about their challenges, or offering advice only when asked. For example, instead of saying, "Back in my day, we never had these problems," try asking, "How are you handling that?" It sounds tricky. It's a subtle shift that shows respect and empathy, and it can open the door to deeper conversations. Elderly parents who communicate well also offer emotional support instead of criticism. If your child is going through a tough time, providing a listening ear can mean more than any advice. A gentle, "I'm proud of how you're handling things," can strengthen your relationship far more than pointing out what they could do differently. Another secret to smooth communication? Letting go of expectations. Maybe your child doesn't call as often as you'd like. Or maybe their way of raising your grandchildren isn't what you imagined. But instead of holding on to frustration, focus on the moments you do share and cherish them. Being present, adaptable, and open to new ways of thinking creates a space where mutual respect can grow. When you communicate with empathy and understanding, your children see you as a source of strength, not as someone stuck in the past. This kind of relationship isn't just pleasant, it fosters trust, ensures you remain connected, and makes the years ahead more joyful for everyone involved. 5. You are still eager to learn and navigate the world. Reading makes people progress. This has always been true. Yet, many older adults find themselves feeling out of place when faced with something as simple as a new street sign or unsure of how to make payments on their phone. While there's no need to study complicated subjects like astronomy, learning practical skills like how to check bus schedules online or pay bills through a mobile app can make everyday life smoother. If you've taken the step to move beyond just chatting on your phone and started exploring what it can do, like checking weather forecasts or transferring money between accounts, then you're already ahead of the curve. These small skills might seem insignificant to younger folks, but they bring a sense of confidence and independence to your life. Imagine how much easier it becomes to split a lunch bill with friends when you know how to use digital payments, or how satisfying it feels to avoid long lines by booking doctor appointments online. Staying curious also means trying things that might feel uncomfortable at first. Maybe you've asked a grandchild to show you how to use Google Maps for a trip, or you've joined a local class to learn the basics of social media to stay connected with family abroad. These small victories remind you that learning never stops, and they open doors to new experiences. Adapting to today's fast-paced world isn't about keeping up with every trend. It's about finding what makes life easier and more enjoyable for you. Whether it's learning to stream your favorite shows or discovering new recipes online, every skill you pick up reinforces your ability to navigate the world independently. And that, in itself, is a remarkable achievement. 6. You still have your spouse by your side. Having your spouse by your side after all these years is more than just a matter of luck. It's a testament to shared experiences, understanding, and resilience. Original partnerships, built over decades, carry a depth that can't easily be replaced. It's in the unspoken routines, the inside jokes that only the two of you understand, and the silent support during life's toughest moments. Of course, it's not always easy. Long-term relationships require patience and compromise, especially in later years. There may be days when you feel like you're doing more than your share. Like an elderly woman who once said with a smile, "I still cook, clean, and take care of everything while my husband enjoys life. But I wouldn't trade it for anything." These moments of frustration often come with a sense of pride, knowing that the bond you've nurtured over the years is irreplaceable. Compared to late life unions, which are often formed for convenience or companionship, original relationships have a richness rooted in shared history. You've been through highs and lows together, raising children, weathering financial storms, and celebrating life's milestones. That deep emotional connection offers a kind of stability that's hard to find elsewhere. But it's also important to acknowledge that every relationship evolves. As the years pass, partners may not be able to do as much as they once did. Maybe one of you can no longer take on the physical chores, but the value of having someone by your side, someone who knows you better than anyone else, is priceless. Even sitting together in comfortable silence or reminiscing over old photo albums can be deeply meaningful. If you still have your original partner with you, consider it one of life's greatest gifts. It's a bond that brings comfort, support, and a sense of belonging. A reminder that no matter what life throws your way, you'll always have someone by your side who understands. 7. You wake up every day with a sense of purpose. Having a reason to get out of bed each day, whether big or small, is one of life's greatest treasures, especially in your 70s or 80s. Purpose doesn't need to be grand. It can hide in the smallest of moments. Maybe it's tending to a little garden on your balcony, ensuring your houseplants thrive. Or it could be as simple as walking to the local bakery for fresh bread, just because it makes your morning brighter. Purpose can evolve with time. In your younger years, it may have revolved around a career or raising a family. Now, it might be volunteering at a community center, mentoring a grandchild, or helping a neighbor carry groceries. Every small act adds meaning to your day and gives you a reason to move forward. Even routines bring purpose. Making your morning coffee exactly the way you like it, writing in a journal, or taking a quiet moment to reflect before the day begins can provide a comforting sense of structure. These little rituals, no matter how ordinary, become anchors, reminders that life is meant to be enjoyed at your pace. It's also important to remember that purpose doesn't always look the same. Some days, purpose might mean tackling a new recipe or learning something new online. Other days, it could mean simply showing up, getting dressed, opening the windows to let in fresh air, and taking a few moments to appreciate being alive. Finding purpose ensures your days are filled with meaning, no matter what they bring. It keeps your mind active, your spirit alive, and your heart connected to the people and things that matter most. And that sense of purpose? It's a reminder that life, even in its simplest moments, is still worth getting up for every single day. 8. Your heart is still open, and you don't compare yourself to others. As we grow older, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others, especially in a world that seems obsessed with status and achievements. But if you've learned to let go of comparisons, embrace imperfections, and accept life as it comes, you've unlocked a rare and precious gift. Having an open heart means being able to celebrate others' successes without feeling like they diminish your own. If your neighbor's children visit more often, or your friend seems to be in better health, it doesn't bother you. You understand that everyone's journey is different, and focusing on your own blessings brings peace. It's also about accepting your children and grandchildren for who they are, even if their lives or choices don't align with what you had imagined. Maybe your child took a different career path, or your grandchild is growing up in a way that surprises you. Instead of clinging to expectations, you've chosen to support them with love and understanding. And that creates stronger, healthier relationships. With an open heart, everyday moments become something to savor. A walk in the park, a chat with a friend, or a quiet afternoon reading becomes enough. You're no longer chasing after what others have, you're enjoying what's right in front of you. It's a mindset that keeps your heart light and your days filled with gratitude. By refusing to compare yourself to others, you avoid the stress and frustration that can weigh down even the best years of life. You understand that aging gracefully isn't about competing, it's about accepting who you are and living each day with kindness, both toward yourself and those around you. Living with an open heart is a rare skill, but it's also one of the most rewarding. It allows you to cherish the present moment, deepen your relationships, and find joy in life's simple pleasures. And that's the kind of peace no amount of comparison could ever provide. 9. You nurture a positive attitude, no matter what life throws your way. Maintaining a positive attitude isn't about ignoring life's challenges. It's about choosing how you respond to them. If you've learned to greet each day with optimism, even when things don't go your way, you've discovered one of the greatest secrets to a happy life. At this stage, life may come with its fair share of aches, pains, or unexpected hurdles. But staying positive helps you rise above it all. It's in the little things. Finding humor in small mishaps, like forgetting where you left your reading glasses, or choosing to laugh instead of getting frustrated. A positive attitude means focusing on what you can do rather than what you've lost. If your knees don't let you dance like you used to, maybe you enjoy the music just as much from the sidelines, tapping your feet and singing along. It's also about seeing setbacks as part of life, not the end of it. If you've had a rough day, you know that tomorrow brings another chance to enjoy a new moment. Whether it's enjoying a warm cup of tea, appreciating a beautiful sunset, or having a meaningful conversation with a loved one, you find joy in simple pleasures that others might overlook. A positive mindset also spreads to those around you. Your family and friends can feel it when you choose to smile, offer kind words, or share stories that lift others up. Your outlook becomes a source of comfort and inspiration for the people in your life. This isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about accepting life's imperfections with grace. By nurturing gratitude and staying hopeful, even on difficult days, you not only improve your mental well-being, but also inspire those around you to do the same. A positive attitude is a reminder that happiness isn't found in what happens to us, but in how we choose to see the world. 10. You are financially independent. It's not frightening to have extra money you don't need to spend, but being alive without enough? That's a different story. Sure, children can offer financial help when needed, but if that help turns into an ongoing dependency, it can strain even the strongest relationships. Imagine the pressure if your children are already juggling debts, mortgages, or raising their own families. It's easy to see how things could become awkward. Having a pension and savings changes the game. It gives you the power to manage your own life without becoming a source of stress for your loved ones. And if you have your own home, even better. There's no need to adjust to someone else's household rules, and you won't have to tiptoe around your children's routines. Your space, your rules. Financial independence means you can decide whether to enjoy a peaceful afternoon on your porch or take a spontaneous trip without needing anyone's permission. It's also about planning for the long haul. Just because you're in your 70s or 80s doesn't mean you're near the finish line. You could have decades ahead. That's why it's important to manage your savings carefully, making sure you have enough for both day-to-day living and unexpected expenses. And occasionally, receiving small help from your children is okay. It keeps relationships balanced without creating conflict over money. The freedom to make your own financial decisions isn't just practical, it's empowering. It allows you to buy a small luxury, like that special tea you love, or donate to a cause that means something to you. Most importantly, it allows you to stay in control, enjoy life, and maintain dignity, because your golden years should be about freedom, not financial worry. That wraps up our list of things that show you're truly thriving in your 70s or 80s. Whether you recognized a few or all of these in your life, each one is a reminder that age is just a number. Keep embracing what makes you feel alive and stay proud of the life you're living. Thanks for watching.